What's up, YouTube? Two movies here. Now, since I'm doing my review for Kevin Smith movies because of Clerks 3 coming out, here's my review for his 2008 film, which I'm not going to say the full title because I'm not going to get demonetized or anything, but it's, of course, the film Zack and Miri, which, if you guys heard the film, you know what the full title is. Now, Zack and Miri first came out on October 31st, 2008, and was, of course, and it was from the Weinstein Company, which now is like a dead studio here. But anyway, now this film did star Seth Rogen and Elizabeth Banks, who plays the characters of Zack and Mary, who are lifelong friends and who are now roommates, who are buried under a mountain of debt here. But the electricity ends up getting turned off, and they realize that they are desperate for cash and all. So they decide to literally just make an adult film to raise some cash. And so, like, yeah, this movie, I gotta say, is maybe one of Kevin Smith's best films. I mean, it is so raunchy. I believe that it was originally gonna be NC-17 at one point, but they decided to turn it down to an R. So that's cool, I guess. I mean, I guess I could kind of see why it was gonna be NC-17 because there is lots of raunchy stuff in this. Maybe one of Kevin Smith's most raunchiest films. Like maybe even more raunchy than Jay and Silent Bob or his Clerks films. Because obviously it's a movie about two friends getting together to make an adult film. Which hence why there are a couple of adult film actresses in this too. Like you do get Katie Morgan popping up. Tracy Lords even pops up in this. So that obviously makes a perfect sense there too. You also do get Justin Long, who, by the way, one of the best characters on screen here, where he plays a former adult film star named Brandy St. Randy, and holy cow, Justin Long is so awesome in this. I mean, of course, he ends up playing like a gay lover to Brandon Routh's character, which of course Brandon Routh at the time was coming off of appearing in Superman Returns, which did not get so much praise. So yeah, Brandon Routh, ends up popping up in this as Robert Bobby Long, who was actually a long time, crush to Elizabeth Banks's Mary. Until during their high school reunion, she finds out that she swings different team. That he swings from different teams. So yeah, and you also do get Craig Robinson popping up in this, who is so hilarious as Delaney. And you even get funny cameo by Tisha Campbell, from Martin and My Wife and Kids fame. And there's a really funny scene with Tisha Campbell and Craig Robinson that is one of the most funniest single scenes I have seen in a comedy. I mean that this scene with Tisha Campbell, which I'm not going to really repeat her lines or anything, but if you guys see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. The line she repeated in this is one of the most single funniest moments I've seen in a comedy in the past 20 years. I mean, that scene will have you on the floor. I mean, they do also get some fun, adult film parodies, like from Star Wars and stuff. You even get Jason Mewes, who also pops up in this as Lester. Who Jason Mewes is so great in this. He always looks different outside his J outfit though, but I probably could have done without seeing more of him, if you know what I mean. But anywho, you do get some really other funny cameos, like Tyler Labine pops up in this. I mean, this is literally one of the funniest movies of the 2000s as well. It's so fun, so raunchy. I mean, it's more than a movie. It's really actually more than a film about buddies trying to make an adult film. It definitely has some heart to it. Definitely has some romance stuff between Seth Rogen and Banks, which I thought is great. I mean, we've of course seen movies about the adult film industry at times, whether it's like Boogie Nights, Loveless, Inside, something I'm not going to mention. The Linda Lovelace documentary about making of one of her films, which I'm not going to repeat the title for that. But yeah, this is just so raunchy, so fun. The chemistry between Seth Rogen and Elizabeth Banks is so great. I mean, you can really buy them as lifelong friends. And man, 2008 was a really cool year for Elizabeth Banks, by the way. Like I remember that year, alone she was in that Ron Reynolds movie, definitely maybe. She even played She even played Laura Bush in the film W the same month. She was in that Paul Rudd film Role Models. I was like, man, that was like literally Elizabeth Banks' year in 2008. But the movie did actually did pretty well when it got released. It only made about like 42.8 million. Did The film did really well at the time, and it was so fun, just raunchy all around. I mean, I just really adore this film a lot. It's a shame we never really got to see a sequel or maybe a spin-off. I mean, I would totally love to see a spin-off featuring Delaney, played by Robinson and his wife. That would be so fun. But yeah, hey, I do love a good film about making films, and stuff like obviously Kevin Smith is really popular with that because of course his new movie Clerks 3 is about making films. So yeah, who does not love movies about making movies, right? But if you guys have never really seen Zack and Mary, Zack and Mary, which like I said, I'm not gonna repeat because I'm not gonna get monetized. But if you guys have not seen the Zack and Mary film, which by the way, you might not know this, but Zack and Mary was actually the last movie I actually rented. I actually bought at Blockbuster, believe it or not. That's right. I kid you not. Like this was literally the final film I ever bought at Blockbuster. So it definitely holds a little bit of place in my heart too because it was the last time I ever went to Blockbuster. But that aside, definitely give Zack and Mary a go if you guys haven't seen it. Uh, anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen, Kevin Smith's Zack and Mary film? If so, what's your story? Were you a fan? Were you not a fan of it? Favorite scenes, favorite moments? Where would it rank in your favorite Kevin Smith films? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Himmer signing out.